Thursday at 4, we bring you another episode of MONSTERBASS Live. We've got special guests. We take you through the box, tell you about a little bit about what's going on. And it's our first time back since prior to the holidays. So I think it's time to check in with Max and see how he's doing. So, Max, how you doing, bro?
What's up?
Where are you?
I am.
There you are.
Oh.
Max,
okay.
What's going on, buddy?
What's up? What's up?
Yeah. How was the holidays? First time I talked.
Holidays were great.
Yeah.
This came in the mail.
Nice.
A nice holiday hoodie. Got some nice presents, some new hunting stuff.
Yeah.
Did my hunter education course today. So I passed.
Okay. And so what does that give you the right to do now, to take a gun out?
Get a license and go hunting.
Oh, so a hunter safety course is what you're telling me.
Yes.
Nice. What age do you have to be in that state to take it?
You can be you can walk.
Yeah.
Well, actually, you can shoot a gun, because you have to shoot a gun so they know you can use it properly.
Yeah.
So if you can shoot a gun, then you can take it. There's no age restriction.
All right. So do I even dare ask, what kind of gun do you own?
A 20 gauge shotgun, a pellet gun, pellet pistol.
Oh.
Yeah.
Those are all registered too, right?
Yes.
Okay. You didn't scratch off the serial numbers or anything?
No.
All right. Good. It's going to be very important that you answered that question that way. Max, I'm really excited about this month. And for those of you that aren't aware, January is a special month. January, I always set up a special box because I feel bad for the top half of the U.S. that doesn't go ice fishing, right? You don't have open water, or the conditions aren't great. So why would you box when it's just going to make you feel bad that you can't go fishing? So I set up a special box, and I always partner with Strike King because, Strike King's a really important partner. I think they make quality products. And as you know, we're really one of the only boxes out there that brings the Strike King month after month. And this month's no different, Max. I think this box is special for a couple reasons. Can you guess why?
The BioBait takeover, maybe?
Strike King and BioBait takeover, but it's also what, Max? It's the last month.
The last month of the boxes!
It's the last month before we blow up the box, right? We're blowing up the box because in 2021, we want to bring something to you guys that's bigger, better, and badder. And the way I look at it is everyone ships you a box full of stuff. Now, ours are obviously better because we regionalize the baits to make sure they're the best ones for the places you love to fish in the area of the country where you live. And we're going to take it a step further because this box serves no value. Everyone else sells these bags, right? You got money bags. You've got, I don't need to go through the brands, but every brand seems to have one of these. And they sell them to you for whatever, 10, 20 bucks. Every month, your baits are going to come in this bag. And you're going to get a reusable bait bag every single month when you buy your Regional Pro Series box. So that's something really exciting for February. And because we're waiting on the shipment of them, February is going to start shipping on February 10th. So don't get worried when February 1 rolls around, you don't get your you don't get a box. February 10th is when we're going to start shipping these bad boys. So there's something special about it too, Max. But we'll talk about that later. All right, buddy? I'm really excited about today's guest. How about you? Wow, Max.
Heard a name floating around, so pretty excited.
Well, show some enthusiasm. I mean, do I have to send you back to sidekick school? Oh, do you smell?
I heard that our guest is amazing. Too much enthusiasm?
Maybe. Let's keep it next time. Let's tone it down to a 7.5, okay?
7.5.
All right. So let's not waste any more time, Max, because we got Max. Just so you guys know, if you're asking questions, ask them in the chat. Max is gonna monitor those questions, and then when it's time, we'll hand pick a handful of them, and we'll try to answer as many as we can. And then towards the end, we'll do a little bit more Q&A. But without further ado, I want to bring in our next guest. If you haven't been following his channel, he's been blowing up as of late. I love the guy because he's straightforward, down to earth, and real. What you see is what you get. He's not going to sugarcoat it for anybody. So let's bring in our guest, Brad Garrison from Shield Outdoors. How's it going, Brad?
Oh, it's going. What's up, guys?
What's going on, man?
Oh, not much. At the in-laws trying to use some good internet.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure what was going on in just a second, because when you came on, all of a sudden I saw this pause and I was like, "Are we doing a foreign film?" And I hear him, but I don't see the mouth running. So what's going on, man? How was your holiday?
Oh, it was good. It was good. I work a lot of the holidays, so we don't exactly celebrate on the day of, but we get the celebration in.
Nice, awesome. So you've been traveling a lot lately. I think for those that follow his channel, you already know this, but a lot of you guys don't. But I think just prior to Christmas, you took a month or something, and you went down south and did something, right?
Yeah, so we went to Louisiana, went duck hunting, and we took most of November off for deer hunting here in Indiana, and that was the bulk of our filming time. But now it's starting to wind down. All I really got now is coyote season.
Nice. And the coyotes don't seem to want to come out to play as much as you'd like.
No, they're playing hard-headed, but we actually have an all-black coyote that we are hunting, and we've never seen one before, never had an opportunity at something like that. So that is 100% of the focus right now.
And we're sure it's a coyote? Not the
Yeah. I haven't seen it yet. The farmer has sent me some pictures. It's definitely a coyote.
Nice. All right, so for those that are tuning in for the first time, why don't we tell them a little bit about your channel and the type of videos that you create and how it came to be?
Yeah, so Shield Outdoors gets its name from our profession. So me and my brother are both police officers in Indiana, and we started the channel because we just had a lot of things that would happen to us in the woods and on the water that I was like, nobody's going to believe this unless we get it on film. So we went out, bought some cheap cameras, started filming, and one of my very first hunting videos got 100,000 views. And I was like, all right, that's pretty easy, right? Well, I haven't had a video blow up like that since, but it's just about documenting the adventures, man.
Sure. Awesome. And how many subs are you up to now?
I think I'm about to hit 6,000, I think. I think we're right at 6,000.
Awesome. Congratulations. I mean, it takes a ton of hard work and dedication and commitment, because you can phone, I see people every day and they just phone it in and they expect their channel to have subscribers and growth, and it just doesn't work that way. It's not as easy as it seems.
No, it's definitely been a challenge, especially through COVID. I was like, oh man, people are going to be at home, but I think people got tired of being at home, and then you saw like a spike in March of this year in viewership, and then in April it took a nosedive, and I assume it's because it was getting warmer, right? People were getting out of the house, people were getting out on the water, but then in June and July, I mean, I was getting 5,000 views a day just on the channel.
Yeah.
So but you don't see all those views translate into subscribers, obviously. So it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah, I totally get it. So what do you got planned for 2021 on the channel though? You got any big things in store?
Oh man, well, we're gonna try. So last year I did an Indiana fishing tour, and we just hit a ton of lakes that we had never fished before. So we're gonna try that again. We're gonna hit, oh man, northern Indiana. We have one county that has over 100 lakes in it or something crazy. So we're just gonna try to hit new water, places we've never been, and pull up a map the night before, mark stuff, go out there and try to catch fish on brand new bodies of water. So that's the goal.
I like that. I can see it.
Sounds fun.
What's that, Maxie?
That sounds fun.
Well, how long before you drive?
3 more years.
Well, I guess it's going to be a long time before challenges. So, when it comes to fishing, has it always been a love for fishing, or did it start in hunting and then it was just a natural progression?
I think my family's just always been super outdoorsy. So my grandpa had a bass boat when I was growing up, and then my dad bought a pontoon boat, and then we got rid of the pontoon boat, but we had, retention ponds are all over Indianapolis. So there was always a place to fish.
Yeah.
I guess the thing with fishing is, I mean, you can do it more times of the year than deer hunting, and it's a lot less There's a lot more to going deer hunting, right? You got to jump in the truck, you got to take gear, you got to be prepared, have all this stuff. Whereas fishing, you take a rod and a lure, walk across the street to whatever water you have near you.
Yeah.
So I think the family's just always been into the outdoors. I grew up liking hunting more, but now that I'm older, I enjoy my time on the water probably as much or maybe just a little less than in a tree stand.
Nice. Well, that and, it's a little more social too, right? Like,
oh yeah, take somebody with you.
Right.
When I started the channel, I thought what I would do with Shield Outdoors, I thought I would take like veterans and cops out and like let them tell their stories, because being a cop, we don't like to tell non-cop people our stories usually. But like we do have like some of the craziest stuff that we see and that we do. So I thought, well, maybe I'll take people out and let them tell what they're comfortable with. And it would be, it's private, but it would like translate into, the world seeing what we do, right? So like me and one person go out on the boat, we have our private moment. He can, he or she can tell me whatever they want to tell me. And then, we could translate that into a video and people could see what we do. But it's hard to find cops that want to be on the internet these days.
Sure.
So
yeah,
nobody wants to like, be out there in the public.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, it's so interesting nowadays. Like, just like I know with my own friends that are in law enforcement, it's such a different. I mean, I feel like this country is so divided about everything, and you can't. I mean, like you said, finding people that are willing to even talk about it. Like, it used to be you could talk about anything. You could be like, oh yeah, I voted for this guy, I voted for that guy, and it didn't matter. Now no one even talks about that. Now you don't, like, I have friends that are in law enforcement, don't even talk about the fact that they're in law enforcement because they just don't want to deal with it. And it's just so foreign to me to just not be open and talk about everything. And I see the world that we're living in and how it's changing day by day, and it's just crazy to me.
Yeah, it's weird, man, because so I started policing in 2014, and that was like right when the Ferguson stuff happened. And so I only had pre-Ferguson law enforcement experience for about 2 months. And then it was like, the idea of policing just flipped upside down. Yeah. So, yeah. But it is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah, our buddy was, how old's Box? 50?
I think he's 47, 48.
48 years old. He just graduated from the academy as the president of his class, but like, he was like the leader of his class. He's like the first to go in to everything. They all the old guys love him, and he's like built like Michael Chiklis from The Shield, and willing to like just like he loves it. And like literally day 2 for him was when LA was rioting everywhere with what just recently went down. And so we were just like, oh my God, is he going to get thrown in on all the Floyd stuff right away? So, but
yeah, it gets to the point where you can't even like talk about it openly, because either people, rarely do you have somebody who wants to just have a conversation. So most people just don't want to talk about it either way.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's switch over to fishing. I watched your channel for so long. Like, it's funny. There's guys out there that I'm not the target, right? I'm not going to go watch guys fishing with gummy bears. Like, I'm too old for that. My time has value. There's nothing wrong with it because my son thinks it's funny. But there's guys like yourself and Burley, and I sit back and I'm like, within the first minute, I'm like, wow, these guys know how to communicate effectively, and they can hold my attention, and I can tell they're not going to make like a 45-minute unboxing video with 6 baits. And so when I first saw yours, I was like, oh, I love this guy. Like, he sits in his backyard, which, by the way, we're going to have to touch upon. You live on your backyard is a lake, right? Or a river?
Yeah, so I'm on like a 10-acre lake, and it's actually shaped like a dolphin. So like, imagine a dolphin, right? Has like a point and then comes up into a body and then like gets skinny again. I'm on the skinny side, and it's actually a natural lake. Yeah. It's always been there. They did widen it a little bit, and they made it a little bit deeper, I think, when they built the neighborhood, like somewhere in the 80s. but it is a natural spring-fed body of water, and it leads out to one of the biggest rivers in Indiana, the White River. So we do have some pretty good fish, and I think it's like 12, 15 foot deep out in the middle. So, I mean, they definitely have a place to go out and get deep in the summertime and stay cool.
Right. Yeah. So I when I came across your channel, I was watching you. Like, I just love the fact that you don't sugarcoat it. Like, you just say how it is and unapologetic. Like, this is what I think. This is how I feel. Take it or leave it. And
Yeah.
you know what? I think that that's refreshing because there's not a lot of people that do that today because everybody's out to, I need to get more subscribers. I got to kiss some butt so that I can get some free stuff. And, you know, at the end of the day, if you're watching something and getting someone's opinion, I think it's really important that you're getting their real opinion and not just some nonsense because they're trying to like please some, you know, or get a free whatever box of chocolate. So
yeah, it was weird when I first got like my first box. I think Monster Bass was the first one I signed up for, and then my brother signed up for I don't even remember what, and then I bought the box that we won't say out loud,
Sure.
The Dirty Scoundrels. So I got all three of those boxes. I was like, you know what? Let's do some reviews. I was seeing other people do reviews, and they were getting so many views, but they had no subs because they were like just boring you out of your seat.
Right.
And so I was like, okay. I was like, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do a review, and I'm going to be exciting. And then at the time, there was a YouTuber who he's gone on to make like episodes with Swamp People, and he's down in Florida, and he is so over the top.
Sure.
And he just keeps the retention. So I was like, I'm going to do these reviews, and I'm going to be loud, and I'm going to go quick. I'm not going to leave dead space in between my speaking points. I'm going to be prepared. I'm going to have everything I want to say prior, unless it's like, you know, like a completely like blind unboxing.
Sure.
And so from the very beginning, I was like, I'm not going to diss on nobody, but I'm not going to take nobody's side. Well, it was clear to me that Monster Bass, you guys, I think the very first one I got from you guys was the string that like had a suction cup. And I just thought that was like the coolest thing ever. So it was clear to me that MB was standing out from the rest, but I didn't want to like, you know, talk bad about anybody. I didn't want to show any bias. Well, then my comments started filling up with, oh, you work for Monster Bass, or, you know, this guy's got something for Monster Bass. And so then that's when I started making the videos like, you know, no opinion, all facts. I was literally just opening the boxes and I'm like, here's what it is. Here's what they say it's worth. Here's what, you know, I can find it for online.
Yeah.
And the very first video I did like that, Monster Bass had actually undersold themselves. You guys were saying like, oh, this bait's $7, and I couldn't find it for less than $10. And so obviously I just started leaning more and more and more on Monster Bass until you finally gave me a shout.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, listen, I like to surround myself. Like you'll notice the people that I try to surround myself, I think are just good human beings that like are no, sorry, Max, earmuffs. Yeah, no bullshit, right? Like, there's enough of that in the world. And okay, Max, you're good.
Huh?
Yeah, your mom might be watching, so we got to make sure we keep it clean. Oh, Mom, if you're watching, I'm really sorry. I'm trying to keep it PG. Don't worry. I got a copy here. It's good. Yeah, I just like to surround myself with like really good people because I think it's what this brand represents. Like I really want to build a really solid community. I want people to have a ton of fun, and I want to help them crush their personal best. And along the way, you know, let's fill their tackle box so that they can fish any body of water in any condition, any time of the year. And I think we're doing a pretty good job. And I think we got some really big things in 2021 because we've expanded. You know, we've expanded the company. For the longest time, it was just pretty much myself and customer service, and now we've actually added some people so that I'm not the one killing us. But
yeah, you got a whole team of people, man.
Wow, it does look like a dolphin. Look at that.
Yeah, I
What
told
the
you.
Yeah.
It's
Either
not
that or it
the
looks like a Doberman about to eat something.
Oh, it looks like a special dolphin.
Hey Max, you got any? it's good. Let's take a little break and let's see if we got some questions. We got any good questions out there?
I got some questions.
All right.
Why do you like Monster Bass the best?
Oh, for me?
Yes.
Well, when I started, I think I started with like the 4 big names, right? And one box was always garbage from who knows where it's coming from. It like the baits just didn't feel good. They had no name. They have no website. Yeah, exactly. They had no website even. And I made multiple videos. Like I was trying to get some attention just by calling them out. So that box was just a wash. And then, you look at probably the next biggest one, and it seemed like it was constantly clearance items or things that like discontinued stuff. And I'm like, well, what's the point of getting this if I can't go out and buy it again? Like, what if it does slay on the water and then I can't even go buy it? So all those things just started adding up. And then the price comparisons, Monster Bass always had the highest value. They always had the most variety, which is the whole point of the box, right? Is to get random stuff. I hate it when people are like, well, I'll just go pick my own stuff. Well, then you're just buying the same stuff over and over.
Right.
You'll get yourself in a rut that way, and then you don't get comfortable with other things, and you're not going to learn. So I just loved the broad variety. That was probably my favorite part.
What else you got, Max?
Another question. All right. What inspires you to make videos? Make the videos that you make, and yeah.
I don't even know. I don't know what my motivation is, because between work and 2 kids and church and the gym, I really don't have a lot of time. So, I mean, when I focus on the channel and I make 2 or 3 videos in a week, well, then I miss out on gym time. And then if I decide, okay, I'm going to make videos and I'm going to, also go to the gym, well, then I'm missing out on time with the kids. So it's a tough balance. And I really don't know what the motivation is right now. I guess it's just fun to just keep putting stuff together and see where it goes.
Yeah, that's definitely how I feel. I feel like, I don't know. Am I supposed to ask another question or?
No, Max, you're supposed to tell us how you feel.
I need Max to pick somebody to get a free hat. I just got new merch coming in. I got hats, hoodies, and shirts. The first batch is going to be like friends, families, and giveaways. You're not even going to be able to buy this first batch. Ooh. So here's what we're going to do. Throughout this live feed, I want Max to pick a hat, a hoodie, a shirt, and then I want 2 people that I'm going to send Monster Bass boxes to, boxes that I have put on my channel, and I'm going to send them back out to somebody for free. So we're going to have 5 winners, and we're just going to pick them, I don't know, every couple of, whenever Max has a talking point, we'll let Max pick somebody.
I know who needs a new hoodie.
Hold on, Max. I think that you should say this. I think, Max, you should tell everyone you got to subscribe to Shield Outdoors. Stay up to date what you're doing. No, Max, you're not doing the giveaway just yet, okay?
True. So just Shield Outdoors.
You start giving away the stuff, you can start making the rules. I'm making the rules. You pick the winners, okay? Make sure
I'll pick
you guys are watching at home. Make sure you go subscribe to Shield Outdoors so you can stay up to date, because what's the point of wearing a hoodie from them if you don't even subscribe? It'd be like me watching these videos and anyway. All right, Max, is there another question?
Oh, I didn't get to explain how I felt.
Oh, well, please. I would hate to suppress your feelings.
So, when I make YouTube videos, what inspires me about it is my 105 subscribers. I like to make videos so they can watch, and I find joy in going out and being outside and making videos for everyone.
Great. Thank you for sharing, Max.
Yeah. All right. Another question. This one's for Rick.
Oh.
Where can people get the background drop that is behind you? Is it going to be for sale anywhere, or?
Well, yeah, actually. So we had this made because we're sitting in part of my house. We are going to have a studio, so we've got a permanent setup, and then we'll have a normal backdrop. But we had these made. We're having a couple more made because a couple of our people on the team want it for their backdrops, and so we'll make a few extras. We'll put them on the store, and we'll let you guys know when they're available. Hey, Rafi!
Yeah.
How long would it take to make more of these backdrops?
Same day.
Oh, there you go. Same day. So we'll price them out. We'll get them up on the store by next week. Great. What else, Maxie?
Someone wants to know if you would rather have an 8-pound bass or a 8-point buck.
Oh, 8-pound bass for sure. For sure. Oh yeah, because I gotta admit, we don't hunt public land hardly anymore. We do pay for leases and we own land. We actually just sold some land, but I could come across an 8-point buck. I have never even seen an 8-pound bass in person except at Cabela's in the Tank. So
Fair enough.
in Indiana, an 8-point bass in Indiana is like almost unheard of.
Yeah.
What about you, Max?
I would take the buck.
Really?
I've
Maybe we need to
never
get
seen
you
a
down to Indiana sometime. We'll get you a big old buck down here.
Delaware, there's all you see is does and these button bucks with like 2-inch antlers. Delaware for
Bucks. I love that. Brad, what's your PB?
Oh, the deer I killed this year was my biggest buck. His name was Burnt Chicken Nugget, and he's right around 150-inch 11-point.
Oh my God. Someone asked if you got a burnt chicken nugget. And I was like, why would I ask him that question? That is so stupid. So I just skipped it. Now I feel stupid for not asking you that question.
Yeah, so we had this deer on camera, and we name all of our bucks, not for it's kind of fun to be silly, but it helps in talking about it. So like if a deer is on the camera, me and my brother both have the app to the cellular cameras. So if a deer's on there, I can text him and say, hey, Pokey Boy just walked by, or Burnt Chicken Nuggets fighting, Triple X, whatever their names are, right? And so we named this, we had this buck on camera, and I have it on my cell phone, and I showed my 3-year-old. I was like, what should we name this? And he just stares off into space and goes, Burnt Chicken Nugget. I was like, well, you can't argue with that.
Can't argue with that.
So I think you can watch that Vine where the kid says, I look like a burnt
chicken nugget.
I see another question. Brad, this is for you. What's the toughest part about being a law enforcement officer?
I think right now it's dealing with the misconceptions and people's perceptions. So there's a phrase, perception is reality. So people who think all cops are bad, they're always going to think that.
Sure.
And that is so hard to deal with, because if I'm out on a call or if I'm dealing with somebody who I genuinely want to help, you can see the animosity that, they don't want to talk to me. They automatically think that I don't like them for whatever reason. So that's probably the hardest thing, is people's inability to just have general conversation because they're caught up on their perceptions.
Yeah.
I don't understand the people who think it would be okay to just like defund the police, because like when you're getting robbed and there's not a law enforcement officer to come to your house, who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters?
Well, again, with the perception, I think people have a perception that all this money is just going, straight into our salaries, or it's just buying us stuff. And yeah, salaries are a big part of the budget. But training costs money. The dogs cost money. Medical equipment costs money. Even just our building and the cars and the gas, everything costs money. So I think people, they perceive that we're just taking all this money and using it inappropriately. And there's so many checks and balances people just don't know about. So again, with the perception, people just perceive that there's a problem.
Yeah.
All right, Max, why don't you give away a hat? Why don't you give away the very first Shield Outdoors hat?
So somebody said they deserve it because they're the only girl here. So
nice.
Thalia.
All right, write that down for me, Max. Write that down. And if you're chosen, hit me up on Instagram or Facebook, and we'll get you your information. I'm a cop, and you can trust me. You can give me your address. You can trust me. It's cool. I won't come stalk you. I promise.
All right, Max, what's your PB? Someone asked.
3 pounds and 8 ounces.
Small or largemouth?
Largemouth.
All right. Why do you say it like that? Say it like you're proud of it. It's 3.8.
could be bigger, you know?
Dude, listen, I run a fishing company, and mine is only 5'1". I've never even, I don't care. It could be
Yeah.
2'4" for all I know. It just means I got to go out and try harder the next time.
I love
I have a picture
smallmouth
of it.
fishing.
Oh yeah.
I
just-
actually never caught a smallmouth bigger than like a 6-inch smallmouth out of the creek in my backyard.
That's
So
Not everybody has them. Where I was at in Louisiana, they were like, we don't have smallmouth down here. And I was on a smallmouth kick last summer. We went out, we were hitting rivers only. See, that's a good bass.
Yeah.
she had a big old tummy.
Let me see them boots again. Let me see them boots.
To be honest, she could have been 4. I had one of those old scales. And those boots don't fit me anymore. I wear like a size 11 now. I got big feet.
That means
Max,
big size.
Max, that backpack behind you, is that one that's got the little solar powered thing? And
Oh, let me see that. I've been looking at new tackle
You mean a
boxes.
flashlight?
no, just bring it over. Bring it over, Max.
Dang it,
Man,
I
he's got the
didn't know
setup. Look at that room.
He's got the
setup.
Swiss Army. He's got the Swiss Army knife of backpacks. Oh yeah, they gave me one of
Nice.
those when I used to work at that company that shall not be named. That's a that's a dope little backpack.
I got this from a family member who passed away.
Oh,
Yeah, so
sorry,
sucks, but
Max. Where do you keep? Just curiosity. Open that one zipper bag right there in the front. Nope,
this one.
down below. Yes.
A new scale in case I catch a big one, like that big old Billy Bass. That way I have a good scale.
All right. Good work.
And a kniffy.
A what? Oh, easy there. Easy. All right, Max. I think we're getting carried away. Let's get back to the questions, and then we're gonna give away something else, Maxie.
Yeah. One
Uh,
question, real quick. Do you have kid sizes?
Do I have kid sizes? I think I got shirts in extra small and small, but I think the smallest hoodies I could get was small.
Extra small. Extra small.
All right, so, that really hurt. Well, Max is putting away his gold.
Oh, no, you just wait. I'm not putting it away.
What? Why? This is my show, not yours.
You shall see.
Oh, Max. Is this why you got kicked off the last show? Keep showing us here.
Blinded by the light.
Oh. That's perfect for when you go into the mines, okay? So, all right. So, Max, are there any other questions, or can I jump into other stuff? Actually, I got another question. Brad, can you speak about the mental health benefits of fishing?
Yeah, I just saw that one. That is a beautiful question because I think a lot of people, so like, let's say for hunting, when I tell people I'm going hunting, they think I'm going to go sit on a log and drink a beer, right? And it's a lot more than that. Well, for fishing, it's the same thing. A lot of people think we just go sit on a bucket. Non-fishing people don't understand how much motivation there is to go out and get your PB, right? But in the meantime, while you have those goals, just having the relaxation, I'm sure a lot of these viewers are younger individuals who might be in school still, and you get stressed out. And being able to go out on water and go fishing, do something slow, do something that you have a goal for, burning off stress like that is very good for your mental psyche. If you are somebody who is experiencing a stressful moment in your life, go out and try fishing, go out and play with your tackle, move stuff around, reorganize, buy your time with things that are good for your mental psyche.
It's great. It's true. I mean, listen, I would make the argument that any day out on the water is a better day than being in the office, right? Because or at school, right? Because we get stuck in our routine, and it's really easy to just really get caught up in all the superficial things that take place, or even just the important things that take place in your life. And just to have that break, just to get out there, not be in the rat race, and even if it's just to take a deep breath and just admire the natural beauty that you're just surrounded by, I mean, it does you good inside and out.
Oh, absolutely. I think a lot of people just like, they just have misconceptions about fishing. And so for those of us who are in the fishing realm, I mean, absorb every moment of it. Like a lot of the big YouTubers with big time tips, right? One of the biggest tips that you can have is to stay focused. And what I mean by that is when you are fishing, think about the fishing. Just take it all in, take in the scenery. Even if you're in a retention pond surrounded by houses, just take in just the calm water or the fresh air. Just take it all in.
Love it. Love it. Max.
What's up? Question?
Yeah, I do have a question.
Or am I picking a winner?
Does Brad fish for species other than bass, and what's his favorite to catch?
Bass fishing is definitely my favorite, only because, like I talked about earlier, I'm so driven to catch that like 5, 6, 7 pound largemouth bass. Like that is just the prime goal. But we went out striper fishing for the first time. So Central Indiana doesn't have a lot of options. You got largemouth, smallmouth, catfish, and panfish.
Sure.
That's it. You got to travel an hour to even find striper. You got to travel about an hour and a half to find pike and muskie. I've never even caught a pike or a muskie. I've never caught a trout, never caught a salmon. There's just not much in Central Indiana except crackheads and catfish and bass. So largemouth bass is my favorite. Smallmouth bass is right up there. We did catch a couple of 20-pound stripers in Western Indiana, and that was awesome. But it was a like guide service, so I didn't get the full experience of doing it myself.
Sure. But
it still got me immersed into that world of striper fishing, and that was a really good trip. I think I'm going to try that again. And then the guy that I went to Louisiana with, Back 40 TV, that dude goes noodling for catfish. And it's illegal in Indiana. You can't even do it. So I'm like, dude, I'm coming down there. I want a 40-pound blue catfish, and I'm going to get it mounted. For whatever reason, I have been wanting a catfish mounted this year, and I saw one at the taxidermist, and now I really, really want like a 40 or a 50-pound catfish on the wall. I don't know why. It's just there. I just want it.
Dude, the idea of just sticking your hand in it and like noodling catfish. It's funny. I went to the iCast show a few years ago, and we sponsor this party with a few other companies that we have every year. And I met these guys, and they wanted, like, I had walked away from that party with invitations to throw on night vision goggles, get up in the helicopter and go shoot wild boars in Texas, to go to the Everglades and go shooting alligators. Like there's so many crazy things that you can do down south that they just like, it's like they have nothing else to do, and they're like, but this seems like it'd be a lot of fun. And you're like, yeah, actually this does seem like a lot of fun. I want to go do it.
Yeah, we're gonna do some stuff this year. So my brother, who's also a police officer, he doesn't really do much with the channel. He's just, he just moved into another house. He's got a child now, and he's got 2 dogs. He's got his own stuff to do.
Sure.
So he doesn't do as much stuff with the channel and interacting like I do. But we're gonna go turkey hunting in a couple of different states this year, and then we're going to probably try to go down south for largie and smallmouth. We're probably gonna try to hit Kentucky, Dale Hollow, Kentucky Lake, all that stuff. And believe it or not, I actually have a family member who used to be one of the biggest lure companies way back in the day, like in the 70s. And I think some of his lures still hold like the Pickwick Lake record. I think he still has like one of the Dale Hollow Smalley records. And so I want to go down there and fish where, my relatives used to fish.
Wow. What can you say what the company is or no?
Well, he evaded his taxes for a couple of years, and now he's like on the run. But it was his name was Hugh Harville, and we were on vacation. We were on vacation one year down in Chickasaw State Park, which is on the west side of Tennessee. And we were on vacation and we were like, oh, let's go to Hugh's shop. Well, we go over there and it's like abandoned. There's like homeless people sleeping on beds of worms. And my dad's just like, grab everything you can. We were grabbing thousands of worms at a time, just like you would grab a clump. And we were throwing them in boxes. We loaded the whole SUV, we loaded up with free soft plastics and we boogied out of there. And before I left, I was able to grab one of his catalogs from like the late 80s. And I still have it somewhere. And I just thought that was the coolest thing ever. He was one of the earliest people to inject salt into his plastics.
Oh, nice.
And he had one of the first giant worms. It was called the Big Huey. It was a 15-inch worm. So just cool, just stuff, stuff like that. I just want to go down there and fish where my relatives, had a mark in history.
Yeah, well, we'll have to get you out to the California Delta so you can land a double digit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that'd be so sweet. Or Texas, man. Oh, I need to go down with Lone Star, man.
Yeah.
Lone Star's pulling like 6-pounders out every day.
Dude, the worst is that when you go on Instagram and you see Robbie AM every day, like he just posts a picture of a fish and every day it's like he's throwing it in my face because every day it's a 7-pounder. And I'm like, well, it's not even fair.
Yeah.
It's not even fair. Max, wake up. Let's give away a t-shirt, Max.
All right. First name I see, Michael. I don't want to jack up their last name.
Capagna.
Capagna.
Okay. All right, make sure you write that down. Since you can't say it, you got to be able to spell it. All right. Amazing. All right. Max, do you have any questions for Shield Outdoors?
What is your favorite animal to hunt?
Oh man. So during deer season, it's deer hunting, but during turkey season, it's turkey hunting. So I love the pursuit of turkeys because it's more interactive. You get to walk a lot more. You can go find, if you mess up one, you go find a new one. But with deer hunting, it's very specific. So nowadays, Joey and I pick out 1 or 2 deer that we want to take, and that's the only deer we go after. And it is so hard sometimes to stay so focused, but when you actually get that one animal that you have been watching for months, it feels really good. So I'm going to say deer and turkey is a tie. Nice.
Max, there's people who have been on here for since the very beginning. They're commenting and they're like, Max, you had one job, Max.
I know.
Oh, goodness.
My phone right now is like blowing up. Everyone is like liking my photos, like, please pick me.
Oh, I see. I get it. Well, the real question that everyone wants to know is, will a Shield Outdoors shirt help me catch more fish or kill a bigger buck?
Oh, 100%. As soon as you put it on, the deer will naturally be attracted to your aura.
Ooh, good stuff. All right, Max, what else are we giving away, buddy?
What have we given away so far?
Let's do 2 boxes. I got Monster Bass boxes that I want somebody else to have. Pick somebody to win 2 Monster Bass boxes.
Everybody drop in the comments right now who does not have a box. Who is not subscribed?
Well, everybody's going to say that.
I don't. Max, I don't have a Monster Bass box.
You're holding one right now.
I know.
Okay.
Let's see, Max.
And these comments are just scrolling. Goodness.
Okay. Fish in the Southeast. Ask Rick if he can do a Mega Bass box. All right. Let me just take a moment here. Can you put the screen on me, just on me, for this whole time? Hi. My name is Rick, and I run Monster Bass. And as much as I would love to give you a box full of Mega Bass, you got to understand this. If you're happy receiving a box with 1 lure in it, I'm more than happy to create a Mega Bass box. But if you're not, and you want a box jam-packed full of the best baits based upon the places you love to fish, then let me just send you what I'm going to put together, because it's going to be really good. But if you're hell-bent on getting a Mega Bass box, again, when you open that box and you shake it and you only hear 1 lure, that would be your Mega Bass box. Now back to the regular show. All right. So, I love that question. Like, you see a mega bass lure for $32, and they're like, yeah, you should do a whole box full of them. I'm like, yeah, I wish I could do a whole box full of them, but you get one lure. Like it's unbelievable. So
I've
not
never
that
even
I'm
I've
not
never even
knocking
held a mega bass or thrown one.
I'll tell you what, you can take a mega bass 110 jerkbait, which is probably the most copied jerkbait on the planet. That was the one that was there, you know, kind of kicked it all off. You can take that one and you can hold another one right next to it. You can cut it open and you can't tell the difference. The paint job will be different, but I don't know. I really don't. I mean, unless someone really does a cheap job of knocking it off, but I don't know that you can really tell the difference. I think it comes down to, it's like, you know, when I put on a suit, I remember the first time I put on a suit, I put on a suit and I paired it with, like, the shoes were like $250. And I remember, like, putting on those Allen Edmonds shoes from back in the day and walking around. I was like, wow, I feel totally different. I think it just comes down to how you feel. So if you feel good throwing $20 jerk baits that are going to get caught in the log and then you're going to jump in after it, good for you, right? But if a $7 jerk bait does the job, awesome.
Remember the paddle tail that you sent out, and it had the hard wire that disconnected from the bait?
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yes.
Yeah, my second cast with that thing, my knot broke, and I sent that thing about 400 feet. It was gone, dude. I launched it to Mars.
Yeah.
It was in the air for so long, and it was just gone.
Oh my God.
But that thing, I was trying to catch my first pike with that bad boy, and lost it on the second cast.
Yeah. That was an interesting bait. I just talked with those guys this week. I don't know where they come up with these prices. Like, now I manufacture one line of baits. Like, I've made it really clear as part of my whole business plan. I'm gonna create one line of baits, the Monster Bass brand, and then we may manufacture others, but we're gonna acquire actual companies. Because making baits is really hard. Like, you can go the route of just buying some cheap crap off the shelf, but you can kind of tell it's cheap crap, right? And so, God, what was the point of my story? I was going to tell you something.
Hey, somebody said the funniest word someone from Indiana can say is lures. Am I saying it funny? Lures?
No.
See, I got a weird cross of city in my blood, and I got a weird cross of redneck in my blood. So sometimes it sounds like I'm from the hills of Tennessee, and then the other half of this time it sounds like I'm from, you know, the east side. So I don't know what's so funny about lures, but several people have said it.
Max, did you actually give away the boxes?
No. So I actually picked. I don't know if it's like legal though. So I was seeing who was paying attention. So I was gonna pick one random person, and then I typed in the chat, "At me if you don't get the box." And only one person added me, like at Max Fasten.
Okay.
But it doesn't feel legal because it's my cousin. Like, would that be like singling out? Like, I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay?
Is that Max? What do you think? I'm gonna leave this on your.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave this on your conscience. What do you think?
I think it's okay because I know him and he doesn't get a box, so I know he's being truthful.
Okay, so
and he's the only person who added.
Okay, so he's getting one. I see
Okay,
lots of people. Who else?
I think School of Fish should get one so he can keep helping the youth anglers.
I'm good with that.
I like that. All right.
Is that fair?
All right. Let's Max is writing it all down. You are writing it down, right? With your
Oh yes.
Max.
Responsibility.
I had one job.
Accountability, Max.
Hey, I said it before anyone else said it.
Max, you're still going to military school, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, they're gonna be big on accountability. When you mess up, you better own up to it, but just don't mess up.
Yeah.
All right, Max, are we giving up anything else?
Shield Outdoors, are we?
We got to give away a hat, a shirt, a hoodie, and I want to send boxes to 2 people.
We've given
How
away
many
everything
winners do we have
but
so
the
far?
We've
hoodie.
given away 4 things.
We've
So
given
we've
away
given away
everything but the hoodie, Max.
You know what? I know someone who needs a hoodie. No, I'm just kidding. I'll buy one later. All right. Who needs a hoodie? See? All right. You guys keep talking, and I'll.
Max,
Someone.
while you're picking someone, we're gonna get. I don't need to see it. Let's give away the backdrop. I don't actually even like it.
Oh, nice.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I love the backdrop. All right, we're gonna give away the backdrop. Here's what you got to do, Max. Relax. Here's what we're gonna do. If you want this backdrop, I'm gonna give it away. All you got to do is go follow Max_Bassin. And Max, everybody, you don't have to do it right now, but you got to go follow. And Max, you're going to pick somebody that subscribed to your channel today.
YouTube.
Okay.
YouTube, not Insta.
It's up
All
to
right.
you. You guys can,
I will-
everyone watching, if you want to go suck up to Max and tell him why you need this backdrop, so be it. Chances are Max is going to pick himself, and next week you're going to see his videos with his backdrop.
No.
Because that's,
No.
you know,
I seriously don't need it. I have enough things. I think someone else could use it.
I think so too. So, all right, Max, have we given away the hoodie? We're, this man has a full-time job, and we need to get him back to his family.
Yes. I have. What is the smallest size hoodie you have?
Oh,
Shield Outdoors?
I think small. I think small was the lowest I could go in the hoodie.
Well, there is someone in the chat that lives in the same state as you. They really want to go fishing with you, and they are, correct me if I'm wrong, 6 or 7, I think.
Yeah, I can send something out to them. They can grow into it.
Yeah, I think they could use it.
all right, Max,
Or-
who are we picking?
Fishing with Wyatt.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
I know him. Well, kind of.
I know.
I use one of his neighbor's rods. He owns a rod company, Walton Rods.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
His neighbor, not Wyatt. Wyatt's neighbor owns Walton Rods. So, yeah, absolutely. I could take that to his house. I even know I have a 50% chance to guess who it is. It's either on one side or the other.
He said he's 8, and he has said multiple times I saw that he wants to go fishing with you.
Yep, I'll make it work. I'll make that happen.
All right, let me write that down.
All right, you write that down, Max. All right, well, listen, Brad, we really appreciate you spending time to, out of your busy day. I know you got a super busy week, and I just want to say thank you so much. Thank you for being part of the Monster Bass family and for all that you do. Thank you for your service. And I don't know if you want to plug your channel and get everyone to, if that's just tuning in right now, maybe they don't know who you are, but how can they get a hold of you?
Right. Shield Outdoors, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and the biggest one is YouTube. YouTube is obviously what I focus on the most. My brother is supposed to run Twitter, and he never posts on it, but you can still go follow. And it looks like I'm going to have to do more story time on my great uncle that had the lure company, because a lot of people are asking in the comments. So I will be back here, obviously. I'll be back on the Monster Bass channel. I have a video that I need to get edited to post on the Monster Bass channel, and I will have my own Monster Bass video for the month here probably next week. I work this whole weekend, 3 12-hour shifts in a row, and so I will be booked. But I'll be back. Thank you for having me today. Thank you, Max, for hosting, as always.
Co-hosting.
No, I'm going to call you the host.
We know you're the
I'll take
talent,
it.
Max. We know you're the talent.
Take it.
Well, I appreciate it, guys. I'll let you guys close out. I'm going to jump off here, and I'm going to go play with Tank.
All right,
Thank
man.
you for your time.
Really appreciate you. Thank you so
And
much, man.
thanks for your service.
Thanks, guys. See ya.
All right, see ya.
See ya.
All right, guys. Well, that was amazing, Max. That was Brad from
I love
Shield
that
Outdoors.
guest.
You know, if you had told me, we had to pick one guest to start the 2021 season off, I think we did a pretty good job, don't you?
I think we did.
So,
Definitely went by quick. I did not even know it was 456.
Well, like that, I should do this on muscle relaxers more often because it hurt my back and I didn't even. Max, we got a little bit of business to do before we go, so let's just jump
Do
on.
it.
For anyone that's sitting here still watching, if you're not aware of what we're doing this month, it's the Strike King Takeover, and every bait in the box is from Strike King, and every soft plastic's from BioBait. I partnered with 2 companies to bring you a special box because, I mean, who else is going to do that? Everybody else is going to send you random crap. Nobody wants that. So, you know, obviously you got to hooked up with the right sticker, and we got pretty dope. Not every box is exactly the same. Here's what mine came in. Mine came with a Strike King Sugar Buzz. Probably my favorite buzz bait. It's got this swinging hinge on the back, so when you're plowing that thing through the water, it's just going to get a little more erratic action. Love it. Strike King XD. Now it dives a little deeper. Don't worry if you're in Florida. I'm not going to send you this because I know you can't use it. That's what makes it better. We don't send random stuff. We take good care of you. We got a Jordan Lee comeback jig. Let's see. Everybody's favorite, the red-eye shad, right? Red-eye shad. It's not a new bait, but it's a new color for 2021, and you're getting it first. We got a 1.5 flat-sided flat-sided crankbait. Flat side this time of year is great, right? It's going to give you that tight wobble, and it's going to kind of act like balsa crankbait. Love those. You need some hooks. You know I'm a fan of red, so I hooked you up with some Daiichi because they're the world's sharpest hooks. You know, all hooks aren't created equal. So, you know, one of the things you have to realize when you're buying hooks, all mustads aren't created equal. Some are cutting point, some aren't. So when you're buying hooks, make sure you're really paying attention to it, because if it's not a cutting point hook, it's garbage. Let's see. We got 3 full packs. I'm not going to go through them. We got 3 full packs of BioBait. Made in the United States, all infused with oil, biodegradable. Why? Because it's good for our waters to ensure that these fisheries are around for our children's children to enjoy. And that's what BioBait's doing. I think the combination of BioBait and Strike King Max makes one heck of a box, wouldn't you say, bro?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I already took my box apart.
Yeah.
Because I thought bags were this month, and I organized everything.
Yeah.
But I'll be waiting another month. I got a big bin of.
You need some bags?
I do.
Okay. Well, the good news is you're going to get one every month. And for those of you watching that haven't been paying attention, we're blowing up the box. Literally, I'm going to blow it up probably later this week. I might even film it. And,
Dynamite!
Oh, here goes my dog.
We're going to use some mortar? Dynamite, maybe?
I don't know. Anyway, so next month's box sneak peek for February. These are the Monster Bass 1.5 Alex Rudd Silent Squares. We partnered with Alex Rudd, and my dog is crazy about them, and that's why he's barking. But we've created a silent version of the Hammerhead 1.5s. All with Messer custom patterns, and all 4 patterns were designed by Alex Rudd. And in a minute, my dog's gonna go eat the mail, which I wish we could stop, but you know, my dog, something special.
No, I can fall asleep to that noise.
Yeah. So for those of you watching, every month you're gonna get a bag. No more boxes. In February starts the bags. You can buy them on my competitors for anywhere from $15 to $20, but with us, you're going to get them for free every single month. Why, Max?
Because we're the best.
You got it. All right, Max. Listen, I've got guests lined up. I've got on a future show, we're going to see JC Dropshot. We're going to see Ben Nowak. I'm working hard. Yeah, Ben, the smallmouth assassin Nowak. Yeah, we'll probably have Travis.
We should get
who?
We should get Smallmouth Crush on here. Doesn't he work for Monster Bass?
Who?
No, maybe not. Who? I thought he had
Who?
Smallmouth Crush.
Yeah, that's Travis Manson, my boy.
Oh, okay.
You know who I'd also love to be Do you need a graphic designer? I make custom graphics. Well, Innovative Designs. I want you to hit me up. Yeah, but then I got to spell your name. Mine's a lot easier. All right. Innovative Designs. I want you to email Rafi at monsterbass.com. RAPHIE at monsterbass.com. He would love to hear about your custom graphics. Robbie AM. No, you can't be a guest one day. I'm too mad at you. You embarrass me every single day, and all you're gonna do is come.
You catch too big a fish.
Yeah, you catch too big a fish. You make it look easy,
Too bougie.
and the rest of us really look pathetic. And so for that, I'm mad at you. But I mean, yeah, maybe we'll put you on the show sometime. I mean, we actually should have Robbie on the show. So, you know who else I'd love? Rudd's already been on the show. We could get him back. Ooh, fishing with Grubbs would be good.
So, I was thinking of something.
You're thinking so much that you wanted to use your outside voice in the middle of me using my outside voice?
Excuse me.
Okay, yeah.
I actually had a very good idea of a guest. So I'm pretty sure if I said some details, you could guess. Their name is Nick, and we had them on a podcast, but it didn't air.
Yeah. We're going to do that again.
Never aired.
We will have Nick the Informative Fisherman on again, and we'll do it right just for you guys. You know who else I'd love to get as a guest, Max?
Who?
Debo.
Debo Fishing? I think that'd be pretty cool.
I love that guy's channel. I think he's got a great personality. He's always true in terms of, he walks through the world and his opinion is his opinion, and he just tries to give it to you honest. And I admire him. I think he'd be a great guy. So, and then I also think we need to get some females in here, because we got some really good some females that can fish on the team, and I think they'd make for some really good guests. So maybe we'll do that next time. But all right, and Sobe, yes, we'll get Sobe. In fact, I'm gonna call him back later today. So, all right, Max, I think it's time for you to go.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm kicking you off the show. It's over.
Bye, everyone.
Max, where's just before we go? You're giving away what over on your channel?
The backdrop that's behind you. All you have to do is subscribe.
Subscribe to what?
My channel.
What is your channel, and on what?
All lowercase Max_Bassin.
Over on
Same as my
YouTube.
Instagram
So if you're sitting at home and you want this backdrop,
Right there.
we're going to give it
It's
away.
right there.
Just give Max a follow. Do it tonight, because he's going to pick someone by tomorrow morning, and we're going to mail you a backdrop. All right? So,
Yep.
Max, it's been a pleasure. Thanks a lot for being on the show today. As always, I really appreciate you. And I'll talk to you next week. All right, buddy?
Okay. Thanks. Thanks for having me.
All right. See you later, Max.
See ya.
Woo! Man. It's been a heck of a show. Truth be told, I'm probably going to need a little bit of help to stand up, because I hurt myself. And, yeah. Man, you guys did great. We got to say thanks to Jared, who produces this podcast and this manages the live stream, and Rafi for taking care of everything. So I just show up and, try not to screw it all up. And thankfully today I didn't. So for those of you tuning in, again, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you're here. We're going to have one heck of a guest. I don't know if we're going to be here next Thursday, because I do need to travel. Maybe we'll do it a different day. Maybe we'll have to skip a week. I don't know. But for those of you that have spent this entire hour with me, thank you so much. It really means a lot that, you're part of the Monster Bass community, and you support my brand. It really means a lot. And because I know you have your choice in the brands that you support and the places you spend your own money. So thank you very much. And until next time, I'll talk to you later. Thanks.